The rise and fall of Palestine, Gaza, under Hamas, the first expansion of influence. Hamas built trust through charities, religious institutions, community services, and local engagement. Long before it controlled Gaza politically, it had established itself socially. A movement becomes dangerous when influence begins to replace institutions, and the question is no longer whether Hamas was growing. The question was how far that growth would reach. Hamas's first major expansion occurred because it successfully converted local trust into organised influence, gradually challenging the authority of established Palestinian leadership while embedding a more radical ideological framework into everyday society. As Hamas expanded during the late 1980s and 90s, its influence became increasingly visible. It was no longer simply assisting communities, it was shaping them. Its network stretched through mosques, schools, charities, charitable organisations, universities, neighbourhood communities and youth activities. And each relationship strengthened another. Each institution reinforced the next. Influence became self-sustaining. And at that same time, dissatisfaction with existing Palestinian leadership continued to grow. Many ordinary Palestinians saw little improvement in daily life despite years of political negotiation. Meanwhile, employment opportunities, commercial interaction, infrastructure development, and medical cooperation connected to Israel continued to provide practical benefits for many Gazans. Yet these realities were increasingly overshadowed by competing narratives that portrayed compromise as weakness and perpetual confrontation as virtue. Within Hamas, resistance was becoming more than strategy. It was becoming identity. Religious commitment increasingly fused with political struggle. And for many members, opposition to Israel became inseparable from broader ideological convictions, including narratives that fostered deep hostility towards Jews as a collective rather than distinguishing between political conflict and an entire people. And this shift proved significant. Once ideology transforms political opponents into permanent enemies, compromise becomes betrayal. Negotiation becomes surrender. Coexistence becomes increasingly difficult to imagine. And the movement's appeal therefore extended beyond welfare. It offered certainty in place of ambiguity, belonging in place of uncertainty, moral clarity in place of political complexity. And the first expansion of Hamas was not measured only by membership, it was measured by the gradual reshaping of public imagination. A movement that first entered homes through charity was now entering minds through ideology. And that transformation would have consequences reaching far beyond Gaza's borders. Hamas's first expansion succeeded because social credibility evolved into ideological influence, gradually reshaping how many people understood leadership, identity, conflict, and the future of Gaza.